my pleasure to introduce to you our President-elect, Karen Tobin from West 40 Regional Safe School Programs to present our Excellence in Education Awards. Karen.
All right, well, hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Karen Tobin, and it is a privilege to take some intentional time today to celebrate your advocacy, your relentlessness, your unconditional love, your servant leadership for our kids and our families. In order to celebrate the ICEARY membership, we are proud to share regional and state winners of the 2022 Excellence in Education Awards. These awards are given to current members of the ICEARY family. Nominations are made by their peers throughout the state and are sent to a selection committee, and nominees are lifted up by region, with one member being recognized as our state award winner. In this room, there are trailblazers, there are creators, there are advocates, there are healers, there are champions of children, there are editors that inspire new chapters in the lives of young people. Monica called them, when she was putting this together, superheroes without capes. It is our hope that as we listen to the journeys of our colleagues, that we are affirmed in our service, we are inspired in our thinking, we are re-energized by the power to have effect and change in the lives of the others and the ones we serve. And maybe even a little bit to recognize a superhero within ourselves. The members you're about to meet have been described as selfless, relentless, inspiring, and legendary. And with that, we would like to invite Region 1. Mary, are you here? All right. Mary and Karen, can you come up? Mary, can you give us a little information about Karen Tobin, our Region 1 winner? Karen Tobin serves, come on this side, you guys, come on up. Karen Tobin serves at the Dream Academy in District U46, Elgin. Karen's been working with vulnerable youth for 15 years. Mary, it's all yours.
Thank you. Good morning. How could I describe Karen? Mama bear, cheerleader, advocate, checking in on our colleagues, check. Giving her new principal valuable feedback, check. Showing up for her students, double check. If you haven't met Karen yet, you gotta meet her. Karen Tobin is a cooperative work training educator with U46, and she is what we consider a vital organ at Dream Academy. She holds an undergraduate degree in special education and a master's degree in curriculum and instruction. In addition, she holds ELL endorsement and CTE certification. Her first teaching position was at Menta in Garfield Park, where she quickly learned that creating a strong foundation for high expectations and accountability would earn respect of her students, colleagues, and also administrators. Then she began working at East Aurora, where she worked collaboratively with Gifford Street High School, which is currently Dream Academy. Karen led the U46 team in developing a co-op program, which has now expanded to 5 programs across 3 schools, and now a 6th program is opening next year at Streamwood High School. Her vision and leadership has brought too many success stories to count, and it is positively impacting the lives of many students. You see, Karen is no stranger to adversity. She learned firsthand what it means to overcome it at a very young age. Karen started her journey to help students who are at risk 15 years ago after being in the private sector for many years. She's a fierce advocate for those in need. Karen is an inspiration to us all as she holds students accountable for their actions while guiding them with extreme care. Her students are successful because of the relationships that she creates and the sense of community that she builds everywhere she goes. I am honored to announce Karen Tobin as a recipient of 2022 Excellence in Education Award. Congratulations, Karen.
I just want to thank you, Ms. Manchin. It's been, we're all here for the same reason. We all love the kids that we work with. We're all passionate about at-risk kids, and I think we take more from them than they get from us. I've learned so much from them, and it is just a pleasure to work with these kids, and I know we all feel the same way. It is all about the kids. So I appreciate this very much, and thank you.
Good morning. So Mary had no idea that she won this award, so she's really shocked right now. I have the pleasure of introducing you all to Mary. Mary goes above and beyond to create a connection and emotional safety for her students. She often refers to the children on her caseload as my kids. She's built relationships with the parents and students she works with because she knows how important healthy relationships are to children in their development. The families know that they can confide in her and discuss the various life obstacles that they are facing because she has made them feel secure and validated by being an active listener. She takes the time to really get to know children and families on her caseload by taking an interest in what the children and families are struggling with socially and academically. Mary talks to the students to learn what subjects they are excelling in, as well as where they're struggling, their classroom best friends, and any problems at home that might be impacting their school day. One example of Mary going above and beyond is her wake-up call list. So there have been families that are struggling with staying on schedule and getting to school on time. She's created a wake-up call list. By calling the families in the morning, not only is she getting their day started on time, but she's able to start the parents' day off on a positive note with her caring conversations and uplifting point of view. This carries over into the interactions that the parents have then with their children. The goal of the wake-up call list is to create a foundation that the parents can then build on themselves and eventually be removed from the list. She has the biggest heart for her students and their families. Her ability to connect with those she works with goes far beyond being just a truancy interventionist. Mary has the willingness to do whatever it takes. Recently, a student was added to her case list. She quickly learned that his father was incarcerated and would remain in prison for a big majority of the child's life. He was struggling and not having a father figure in his life and was getting into trouble both in school and out of school. Mary recognized that this student's struggle and jumped into action, reaching out to community leaders and creating a mentor program for this student. Having a mentor has improved the student's attitude towards school, home, and life in general. Mary is well-versed in community resources available in our area, and she attends monthly community providers meetings where she's able to make connections with community organizations that provide for her families as well as the families of her coworkers. Because she has a deep understanding of the families as well as the resources available, she's been able to feed, clothe, and support families as well as give back to the local community resources by volunteering her time. Mary doesn't just work with the children and families on her caseload. She works to better the community. In her over 30 years of experience, Mary has created a sense of emotional safety, connection, and belonging for countless at-risk youth and their families. She has worked closely with families and her teammates to identify the barriers, set tangible goals, and provide the support needed. She continues to create a nurturing environment with clear expectations while fostering accountability. She understands and believes that truancy is a symptom and that we are teaching children, not subjects. Her heart, passion, and knowledge make her a model attendance interventionist. Any family who has Mary in their lives knows how extremely lucky they are to have someone who gives their all every day to make a difference. The world needs more people like her. We need more people like her. To think of wholeheartedly serving at-risk youth. is to think of Mary Bowinkle. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you. Well, I'll just say a word. I can't believe that you're actually talking about me, because I'm sure that there are so many of you out there that do exactly the same thing. And I know that our staff is just fantastic, and they're all in as well. And it takes all of us. And so thank you for this, and I appreciate the honor.
And I forgot to mention, extremely humble.
Thank you. And next from Region 5, we would like to invite our nominator, Annette. Annette, are you here? All right. Annette, can you please introduce us to our Region 5 award winner, Beth Darling?
Okay, this is awesome. Excellence in education is defined by 7 main teaching characteristics: professional, supportive, inclusive, diverse, engaging, prepared, equitable. You know something? Let's do this the Beth Darling way. Yo, Siri, let's kick it. All right, clap. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ro is here with the recognition. Her lessons grab a hold of you tightly. Even when she's tough, she comes off politely. Is she nonstop? Yeah, this I know. Her students, they continue to grow to the extreme. She rocks a class like a superstar, lights up the room, and even hands out candy bars. Lecture, go rush the hallways. She's expanding their brains just like always. Darling, teaching with fidelity. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better get to class, because Darling don't play. And if there was... And if there was a problem, Beth D will solve it. Check out our girl, because a celebration involves it. Beth Darling, dun 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 London. Beth Darling, dun 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 London. But in all seriousness, excellence in education is when we do everything we can do to make sure they become everything they can. And that's exactly what Beth Darling does. Congratulations, Beth.
Oh man, that was so awesome. Yeah, my classroom, we have a good time. I enjoy the students so much, but truly, I get to work with the Dream Team, so it's awesome. And they put up with my shenanigans all the time. And I work with the best people, so this is an award for everybody at ROE 3. You guys are great. Love y'all.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much. And next from ROE 31, we'd like to invite our nominating team. Pat, are you going to come up? At this point, we would like to introduce our state award winner, the legendary Deb Dempsey.
morning, everybody. I am really honored to present the ICEARY Excellence in Education Award to someone that has worked tirelessly for nearly 17 years on behalf of homeless and unaccompanied youth. Her leadership with McKinney-Vento programs extends well beyond Kane County into the rest of the state. Deb was one of the original grant writers for McKinney-Vento in Elgin U46, which is the second largest district in the state of Illinois. So Deb's roots with McKinney-Vento go back a very long way. Deb has a heart bigger than the United States. In fact, I think it's probably bigger than the entire earth. When she first started out, she was in a nursing training program. And that doesn't surprise me because she's somebody who's always going to be giving back to other people. She soon realized that when she was visiting her patients that she was working with on Sundays, nights, Saturdays, that was not going to be helpful trying to raise a family. So she started raising her family, and once her kids were into elementary school, she started volunteering at school. And then she decided, well, maybe I'm coming to school every day, I'm volunteering, and maybe I could be a bus driver, make a little bit of money. I'm coming here anyway, I could make a little bit of money. So she went to her supervisor and said, hey, can I be a bus driver? He says, no, you can't be a bus driver. He says, how about if you help work with some of our learning disabled students? So that's where she started out. And then McKinney-Vento came along, and he said, Deb, this is you. This is exactly who you are. You should become our liaison for McKinney-Vento. So she helped write that grant. And I think you were there for 14 years in Elgin? Yeah. 14 years. And then the ROE was fortunate enough to steal her away. And we've had her for the next 17. So that was our good fortune. Deb's got many, many roles. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a grandma, she's a friend, she's an animal lover. If you're a dog on the side of the road and Deb goes by, you're safe. She's going to take care of you. Okay, that's the kind of person that Deb is. She's fully committed all of her time and talent and treasure to the children of Kane County. Deb's a relentless advocate for children and families. Her exemplary commitment to at-risk youth is unmatched. Her commitment represents the gold standard of homeless advocacy. Deb is a rare gem. Not many people have the character and work ethic that Deb possesses. The unique combination of compassion, integrity, humility, relentless drive, knowledge, and conviction make Deb a force to be reckoned with. Deb has worked with many, many, many school district administrators, many school district homeless liaisons. She has educated them. She has stood her ground in the face of adversity sometimes, because not everyone understands the way the people in this room understand homelessness. And she has always advocated for her kids and her families. I can't imagine a world without a Deb Dempsey in it. She has done, and I'm going to cry, she has done so much for all of us. So Deb, you're a legend, and thank you for all the years that you've given to us. Congratulations. Thank you for letting me do that.
Okay, I'll try to be brief, but I do have some things I want to say and people to help. First of all, this should be Beth's for how she does her, rapping and all of that. Congratulations to everybody that was nominated, and congratulations to everybody in this room. I'd like to mirror what everybody said. Everybody in this room, all our ICEARY members, they should have an award for everything that they do, so thank you. I wish I had the perfect words to be able to say how grateful I am and how honored I am. So what I'll say is thank you, and I'm honored to ICEARY. These conferences that ICEARY puts on every year are the most wonderful conferences I've ever been to. So moving on, I'd like to thank the committee that nominated me. I'd like to thank my students and families I've worked with through the years, as there is so much to learn from them. You know, through all, I hate to call them failures, but sometimes you feel like you didn't make it with your families or kids. So, but you learn from them, and from what I'd like to call successes. Those kids we saw through all the way and we're still in touch with as adults, and they have families of their own. So you learn so much from our students and our families. Who else? I guess I'll thank my family for the going out in the middle of the night to go pay a hotel bill or whatever. They've been very patient with me. And I'd also like to thank my ROE family, because it truly is, okay, I don't cry. I don't cry. But it's truly a family. Pat and Dee are the matriarchs of our family. And I couldn't, through these years, do what I do if they didn't give me that space, that encouragement, everything, including our youth outreach team, the truant officers, the office staff, Eleanor and everybody. I many times will be flying through the main office and have technical difficulties, or my phone or something else. And I always say to them, look guys, it takes a village to raise Deb. So I hope I haven't left anybody out, but I know they're in my hearts, and I thank you so much for this honor. And have a great day and a great conference.
So this concludes the Excellence in Educator Awards, but this just begins finding your own superhero within yourself. We are 10 minutes away from your first session.